What's up everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video, I am building a little rental in Solani, and yeah, I know it's kind of tropical for this time of year. It's the 1st of December today. So yeah, it is kind of weird that I'm doing this incredibly tropical build right now, but ever since we got the update for with the base game update that makes it so that we can build rental lots in every single world, I've been wanting to build a rental lot in Solani, and I just didn't get around to it, and now I finally did. So I just wanted to take the time and build a little tropical rental in Solani before I move on to Christmassy wintry builds, which I actually just started a wintry Christmas build like an hour ago, and I'm really excited about it. And I also decorated, like I put up my Christmas tree this weekend, or last weekend. So yeah, I'm looking at my decorated Christmas tree right now as I'm doing this voiceover, so that is kind of strange. But nonetheless, I really like this build. It is very small, it is a tiny home. Well, actually it's not like a tiny home residential. I didn't like count the tiles or anything, but it is definitely really small. There is a lot of outside space though, a lot of deck space. Which makes sense for tropical rental. I mean, you're going to be spending most of your time outside probably. So there is a hot tub outside, there's nice lounge chairs, a seating area, a grill, and stuff like that. So yeah, kind of just everything you need for a rental for it to be comfortable. So that's what I did, and I really like the way that this turned out. It is really small, like I mentioned. It is, for 2 Sims, there's only 1 double bed in this house. So it is perfect for a couple. I also gave it the like romantic aura lot trade and stuff like that, because I thought that this house would also be perfect for a little honeymoon getaway. So yeah, it's definitely meant for a couple for a romantic little vacation, and I think the rental price comes in at just under 500 simoleons per day. So it's not that cheap for what it is. I mean, it is a really small house, so it is kind of expensive for what it is, but I didn't really keep an eye on the budget or anything. And yeah, I don't know, I was just kind of thinking that the price was fine because you're probably only gonna stay here for a couple days, especially when it's like a honeymoon sort of situation. You're only gonna be here for like a day or 2 or maybe 3, and then that's that. So I think that the price for that is all right. It's not the cheapest, but it's also not the most expensive. So it kind of, I don't know, it kind of makes sense to me. But yeah, either way, I really like this little house. I was definitely struggling with it though, because I didn't really have any sort of reference picture for this. I just sat down and started building something. I just knew that I wanted to build something with a lot of outside space and something with sort of like 2 separate little areas, if that makes any sense. You can kind of see that this tiny house is kind of like 2 separate little buildings, if that makes sense. And then there's a little hallway space in between, which is not even actually a room. It's just I placed down windows and deleted the walls and stuff. So it's not even actually an actual hallway, if that makes any sense. So yeah, there is like one of the little buildings is a kitchen, or more of like a kitchenette area and a living area, and then the other little building is the bedroom and the half bathroom. And then the other funny thing about this build is there is no actual like shower in the bathroom, but there is one of those outside showers that comes with island living on the back porch, which I think is really fun. Like, if you want to take a shower, you're probably going to be swimming pretty much all day. So if you want to take a shower, you just do that outside. I really like that vibe of it. It's really casual and really, it's just the 2 of you. There's no one else around. And yeah, kind of like that sort of vibe. It's very private and very, I don't know, just romantic, I guess, and dreamy. And that is what I like about this lot. Here you can see I moved it over to a different lot. I was struggling with where to place this build for the longest time. I tried it on every single beachy lot that comes with Solani. And well, not every single one, but every single one of those in the neighborhood that has the most beachy lots, if you know what I mean. It's that oceanic paradise kind of area where all the modern houses are by default. Well, not all modern, but I'm pretty sure that you know what I mean. Just that neighborhood with the most beachy lots. And I was trying it on every single one of those lots, but I couldn't find the right one. And then I decided to place it down on this one. And this lot is actually really big. It's way too big for this tiny little house, but the lighting was the best. I was struggling with finding the right lighting because all the other lots were just a little bit, like I couldn't get sunlight on the facade of the house, which I know for gameplay does not make any sense. So you could easily place this lot on a smaller, or this build on a smaller lot, and you should be just fine. And then I think your rental will also be a little bit cheaper, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, you can definitely place it down on a smaller lot, but I just liked it on this one because, well, like I said, the lighting was by far the prettiest here, and I don't know, I like the surroundings. It's in this little like bay area, if that makes any sense. And I just think it's really pretty around here. And yeah, it's just kind of like your private beach that you have going on here, and I like that for this little house as well, because even though it is really small, it is in a way kind of luxurious. It's really, well, like I said, just very dreamy and very like, it's just perfect for a honeymoon. So it is in its own way kind of luxurious. But yeah, not overly so. But then again, there is a hot tub, so I guess that is really nice. And I also placed on a little sailboat on the side of the house as well. So I was just kind of imagining that if you're renting out this place, you get the sailboat with it and you can just go and use that on the ocean. And I think that would be so cool. So yeah, that's also what I did. And yeah, I just really had a lot of fun with it. I had a lot of fun with the landscaping as well. I was just kind of thinking that for my next few builds, I'm probably going to be building in the winter time, at least for one build, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing more builds in the winter time. So I should just really enjoy being able to place down all this greenery that is just green and not like covered in snow and just dead. So yeah, I was definitely really enjoying the greenery around here. I always say this, like, I don't know how much sense it would make to have all those plants on the beach. Like, it probably doesn't make sense at all, but in The Sims, it looks nice. And I was just sort of copying the surroundings as well. There's a lot of plants and trees around here. So I was just kind of trying to blend it in with the background area, if that makes sense. And so yeah, I don't really know if it makes sense to have all those plants on the beach, but I just think it looks nice. And in The Sims, it doesn't matter. So I just went with it like I always do in this world. But yeah, we moved on to the inside of this little house, and in this part of the tiny house, there is a little kitchenette. I was thinking of actually placing down a stove in here as well, but I decided against it because if you're here for your honeymoon and you're staying here for a couple days, you're not going to be spending a lot of time in the kitchen. It's also, the weather is way too nice. You just want to spend your time outside, swimming in the ocean, lounging around, or in the hot tub at nighttime or whatever. You don't want to be spending all of your time in the kitchen. That's, at least in my imagination, like I wouldn't want to do that. So I decided to go for a little kitchenette. So there is a mini fridge and a microwave, so your Sims can have meals that way. And then of course there is also a grill outside. So if your Sims want to have a nice meal, they can just go ahead and use the grill. But at the same time, I was also thinking, if you're staying here and you're on vacation, you're probably gonna want to go to local cafes and restaurants and stuff for dinner. So I mean, that's just way more fun and just a thing that you do when you're on vacation. I mean, I can understand that if you're on a longer vacation, you're not going to be doing that every day because it's really expensive. But if you're staying in a house like this, especially in The Sims, for only a couple days, you're probably going to go out for dinner and for lunch, and just breakfast. You can have that at home, but you don't really need a full stove for that. Well, At least if you're not like planning on making pancakes or anything. But then again, I don't know. I guess it just makes sense to me to have only a little kitchenette in this house. And then if they want to have a more fancy dinner, just the two of them by themselves, the Sims can just use the grill and it should all be fine. And then they can just do normal or quote unquote normal cooking again when they get home. Like when you're on vacation, you're not gonna want to do that, at least in my imagination. So yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. You can also see that there is not really a dining table inside this house. I decided to go for a little living area rather than a dining area inside here, because I thought that that would be a little bit more usable, in my opinion at least. I don't know why, it's just a feeling that I had. And then there is a little dining table outside though, but you'll see that once we move on to the porch area or the deck area. I don't really know what to call it. But I was also having a lot of fun with all the bright colors in this house. You can see that I kind of went crazy with it. The wallpaper in here is just that bright blue, greenish, teal color, which I think is really, really pretty. And I always think that that color looks really nice in combination with more orangey wood tones. So I tried to go for, well, there's actually a whole bunch of different sort of wood tones because I didn't want this place to be too matchy-matchy. So I used a whole heap of different wood tones, which I think is fun, but I also made sure to use a couple of more orangey wood tones. You can see that in the couch and in the chair and in the little poof that I used more oranges in those furniture pieces. And I think that looks really pretty combined together. But yeah, it's also kind of cluttered in here, maybe a little bit too cluttered for a rental, but I don't know. I was just feeling like cluttering it up a little bit because yeah, this rental, it's not like too modern and sleek. It's really sort of, well, it's modern in a way, but it's also kind of traditional. And yeah, it's just a little bit more like messy and cluttery. That's the overall vibe that I wanted to go for. So I don't know, it's just cluttered up with some items that the previous renters left there, probably like some magazines and stuff like that, that they just left there. And the owner of the place was just like, you know what, we should just keep those magazines lying around because there's probably someone else that wants to read them. So yeah, it's just kind of a little bit more cluttered up and not too neat. And I like that about it. It makes it cozy and it gives it personality. So yeah, I think that that is really nice. And here I moved on to the bedroom, which I made sure to place the bed literally in the middle of the room because I wanted the bed to have a view over the ocean. Because how dreamy would it be to just sit and relax in the bed and have the most amazing view over the ocean? Like, I don't know, to me, that sounds perfect. And it just sounds like the perfect tropical vacation. So I made sure to do that. I also thought that it was just really romantic to have a bed with a view in a place like this. So yeah, I couldn't resist. I did that, which makes it so that there is a little bit of an awkward hallway space behind the bed, but at the same time it also makes sense because the door to the bathroom or the half bathroom is back there. So I don't know, it just, in a way, it all worked out, even though that hallway space is maybe a little bit awkward, but I don't know, I like the way that this floor plan turned out. And I also placed down a little dresser so your Sims can just unpack their suitcases, which they don't do. I mean, there's no such thing in the game, but I just like the idea of that. And I placed on a couple of towels and some lotions and shampoos and stuff, which I thought would make sense for a rental to kind of give it that luxurious hotel look and feel. So that's what I did, and there is a whole heap of open windows and doors everywhere, so I made sure to place just a couple of blinds and curtains everywhere. So, I mean, if it starts raining at some point, I mean, it's still probably going to be warm, but it would just be nice to have the ability to close everything down or close everything off. So that's kind of what I did, or kind of like the illusion that I tried to create. Because once again, your Sims don't need to close down anything or close off anything. But I don't know. I just like to think about these things whenever I'm furnishing a build. But yeah, anyway, I hope that you like this build as well. You can definitely go ahead and download it, of course, and use it as a rental because that's what we can do now. And I'm still really excited about it. Even though we got this update already like a few weeks ago, but I'm still really excited about it. And I'm actually playing with a family in my own time whenever I have the time, which I do not have the time right now. But once I do have the time again, those Sims are going to get married soon, and I really wanted to have a place for them to go on a honeymoon, and I wanted it to be in Solani, so that was one of the reasons why I wanted to build this as well. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and use that for their honeymoon once I have the time for that, but I'm actually already really excited about it. But yeah, anyway, like I said, I already decorated my Christmas tree. It's the 1st of December. I usually always decorate my Christmas tree in like the first weekend of September. I'll go out and get myself a tree and decorate it and stuff with my boyfriend. But this year, like a lot of people around the world probably, we were like, you know what? We want that Christmas tree now. We need it for moral support. We need pretty lights. We need it to be cozy. We need a tree right now. So that's what I did. We got it last weekend. So that was like November 28th, I think. Or 29th. No, I think it was November 28th. So that is pretty early, at least for us. But I'm really happy that we have the tree and pretty lights everywhere. I'm really excited about it. So yeah, I can't wait for Christmas. I can't wait for the year to be over, and that probably goes for a lot of people as well. But yeah, let's just try to at least enjoy Christmas time, even though it is a weird year and we want it to be over. I mean, Christmas time is still going to be different, of course, for everyone, I suppose. But I mean, it's still Christmas, and we should just go ahead and try to enjoy that. At least that's what I'm trying to do. But yeah, this time of year is crazy busy. I am extremely busy this month with a play that I'm rehearsing for, and work and stuff like that. So I think that videos will be in short supply for the upcoming week or like 2 weeks. Well, yeah, I think like the upcoming 2 weeks, videos are going to be in short supply, which sucks because I love building, I love uploading. It's one of the things that I need in my life to stay sane and to be happy. But yeah, there is more things in life that I need to do. And I'm also, like I mentioned, rehearsing for a play, which I'm really extremely excited about. Because I graduated theater school last summer, and I'm working on something with my friends, and we did that ourselves, and we're really proud of it, and we're really excited to just keep that, or just get that going, basically. So yeah, I'm just really busy with other things this month, but I'll try to get back on track as soon as I can. But yeah, like I said, for the next like 2 weeks or so, videos are going to be in short supply, but it's fine. We should just try to enjoy this time of year and just enjoy company. I mean, if it's possible, you know, just enjoy the fact that you have people around you if you do. But yeah, anyway, that was already it for this little build. Like I said, you can definitely go ahead and try to download, or you can definitely go ahead and download it off the gallery. My username is Simmarysims. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. My username on there is Simmarysims as well. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next build. Bye!